Welcome to my new YouTube video series, which is not necessarily the same as the more standard videos you've been seeing from myself, focused on legal and business aspects. This one instead is going to be focused more on aspects of internet marketing, website development, YouTube applications, LinkedIn, Facebook marketing, all extracted from my own business experience and the various aspects that I've seen from clients, competitors, friends, and the like. And what we're going to focus on is the various opportunities that you can have to increase your business opportunities by taking advantage of these ideas and other ideas that will be coming up in future videos that will form part of this YouTube video series that's associated with the overall Newfound Legal YouTube channel. So sit down and enjoy some different types of videos, and hopefully this will provide a business perspective, a marketing perspective that you're not necessarily seeing from people who are promoting websites and YouTube videos for purposes unrelated to your own professional business. And this is a big aspect that differentiates what we're looking to try to do here from other videos that you might see posted on YouTube. And that is the fact that we're focusing here on professional careers and how you augment your business as a professional or a salesperson, because that's what we're going to try to differentiate ourselves with. Because a lot of that other stuff that you're seeing out there is focused on YouTube or the internet to the exclusivity of a profession. And they can get away with a lot of stuff because they don't necessarily need to understand the specific profession. However, as a professional, you can't just simply pass this off to somebody else and say, I want you to talk about my legal practice, my legal capabilities, my legal proficiencies, and my legal experiences, and write up something and present something that doesn't take into account the professional behind it. It's only that professional who can really drive effective content, create that effective content, and bring it out to people who want to engage that professional, because they're looking for the professional. And the YouTube video, the website, the Facebook page, the LinkedIn page needs to be driven by the professional. The content needs to come from the professional. The professional needs to engage the people. So it's that you got to take the time. You got to engage people. You got to put in the time and present your perspective. Show that you know what you're talking about. Somebody else can't write up what you know. Somebody else can't write up the content that goes into your website. When they write up the content, there's a couple major things that happen that are negative to you. You get very limited information coming out. You might get some headlines that you create and they fill in some fluffy, flowery language. But that's not really sufficient for your purposes. People want to know that you understand the topics that you're presenting. And to do that, you have to engage in preparing the materials. Whether it's the materials that go on the website, the blog posts that go through Facebook or LinkedIn or even on some internet chat board, or the YouTube videos that you're presenting. It really needs to be done by yourself. You can't pawn it off on somebody else, especially some graphic artist or content writer, script writer, who doesn't have the barest semblance of understanding of your profession. Least of all, how to communicate and engage with your prospective clients. If you're actually pursuing clients yourself, you know what clients are looking for, what clients want to hear, the kinds of questions that clients typically are going to ask, and what kind of sense of answer they're looking to hear from yourself. And this really can only be done by yourself. So because it can only be done by yourself, you have to take the initiative in developing the messaging that comes forward, be it in the website content or be it in the videos that you create. It's up to you to make that leap forward and put the information in there that people will be looking for. They want to see that you're fully engaged. They want to see the grasp of your topic. And that is what they're looking for. If they're simply looking for headlines of information or factual points or their own directions, they'll pull them off here, there, and everywhere. And then they'll be done with the internet, done with the YouTube video, and go their own direction. What instead they want to be looking at is looking at somebody who's going to say, I've got a very good comprehension of this topic. I know how to answer the questions. I know how to pose additional questions. I know how to get to the objective facts, and then I'm able to develop a solution and a game plan to move forward and to effectively answer those questions. On top of that, they want to know that they're dealing with somebody who's the best at providing those answers. It is that type of engagement that draws potential clients into your sphere of attack so that they can become actual clients, where you can close the deal with them because they've got a good sense of your capabilities, your knowledge, your intellect, and your interest in having them as clients. It's simply not enough today to say that you can do this and you can do that. Because there's someone out there who's saying not only can they do this or they can do that, but they're already doing the first steps in showing that they have the capacity to actually answer their questions, to resolve their problems, to provide them with the product or service that they are looking for. And that is absolutely critical in this information age, where people are able to find so much information and they're able to discern quickly and effectively numerous people. Right now, they won't simply look at, say, well, I'm going to go and get the name of one person, go down and make a meeting with them, and go through stuff, and not look at anybody else. Oftentimes, more often than we probably expect, they're actually probably looking at multiple people in advance and looking at multiple indices of information so that they get a good sense of what their capabilities are. Certain people will simply just touch upon the telephone number or the email address, pick it up, and go right away. But then there's others who will take the time, because it's not really all that much time, take a look at a couple different segments of their website, different pieces of information, look at a couple of videos, YouTube videos, look at their profiles, and already get a comprehensive assessment of the person with whom they're thinking of dealing with, especially when they're going to be spending a substantial amount of money on that person. So they invest a bit of time. And today, investing time doesn't necessarily mean investing all that much money. So they invest the time, they look at it, they assess the person, they assess their competitors, and they say, which person has a solid grasp of the facts? Which person has a command of the product or service that they're selling? Which person is it that I might be able to connect with, that might be able to engage me, shows an interest, and wants to deal with myself in moving things forward? And for that very reason, you need to successfully take on the different mediums that the internet has provided to engage prospective clients, prospective customers, and start selling like a professional to people who are going to test stuff out, oftentimes even before they contact you. And when they do contact you, by doing this preparation or this advanced marketing, very often the people will be very close to having been sold on your services even before they personally engage with yourself. Because then that phone call or that meeting merely serves to confirm what they already believe they know of yourself. So they've watched a couple YouTube videos. They've read the content in your website. And they start to say to themselves, this person knows what they're talking about. This person is the one I want selling me the product, selling me the service that they're offering. Because they have a capacity to understand not only what they're dealing with, but what the customer is looking for. Understanding what the customer is looking for, connecting with the customer early on, is absolutely critical. Because that's what your competition is doing, or they're moving closer and closer to it. Especially where a system is based on personal engagement, you want to be engaging effectively with them. You don't want to leave things to chance, leaving this to work to others, because it's seen through. People see through the emptiness of empty websites, weak company Facebook pages, LinkedIn pages, and YouTube videos. On the flip side, if you effectively engage people through good interconnective internet systems of websites, blog postings, videos, you'll reach out to more people than you can imagine. The fact that many of them don't necessarily become your clients and customers, that goes with the territory. However, for those who do search for you, who do go through your videos and your websites and your postings, they will already be selling themselves on your ability to sell them the product or service that they are looking for. And having already done that initial advanced sales process where you are not interacting with them directly, simply means that you then after have to close the deal, because they're often 80-90% of the way to engaging your services or buying your product. And all you have to do then is reinforce and strengthen that belief in what you are providing them with. And that is what we're looking to do in this new YouTube video series. We're going to try to help you and continue to help ourselves even in understanding and better producing websites, videos, linkages, marketing sources, all that kind of fun stuff that you need nowadays to connect with prospective clients and customers who are more discriminating in how they approach their selection of the people that they're going to be spending their money on. So until next time, enjoy this new YouTube video series that we're offering. Like this video and also subscribe to the channel, so that way you can stay up to date and you hopefully will get a lot more information and insights as we produce a whole slew of additional internet marketing related videos on this YouTube series.